What if ancient civilizations were not confused, but actually observing something we are only beginning to question today? Across Egypt, India, Greece, and many other early cultures, there were strikingly similar ideas that the world we see is not the ultimate reality, but something like a shadow, a dream, or an illusion. From Plato's cave to Eastern philosophies describing reality as Maya, ancient thinkers suggested that what we experience might not be the true nature of existence. But why did so many unrelated cultures arrive at the same unsettling conclusion? Today, we explore the mystery, why ancient civilizations thought reality was an illusion. Today, we will talk about why ancient civilizations thought reality was an illusion. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The ancient question of what is real. Long before modern science, digital technology, or neuroscience, ancient civilizations were already asking one of the most profound questions in human history. Is the world we experience truly real, or is it some kind of illusion? Across different regions of the world, from ancient India and Greece to Egypt and China, thinkers developed strikingly similar ideas, suggesting that what humans perceive is not ultimate reality, but only a surface layer of something far deeper and more mysterious. These ideas were not random myths or isolated philosophical thoughts. They were deeply rooted in early attempts to understand consciousness, existence, and the nature of life itself. What makes this especially fascinating is that these civilizations were separated by vast distances and had little to no contact with each other. Yet they arrived at remarkably similar conclusions. They often described reality as something deceptive, temporary, or incomplete, and suggested that human perception could not be trusted as a final authority on truth. This raises a powerful question. How did so many ancient cultures independently develop the idea that reality might be an illusion? To understand this, we must explore their philosophy, spirituality, early science, and the human experience of consciousness itself. 2. The influence of human perception and early observation. One of the main reasons ancient civilizations questioned reality lies in the limitations of human perception. Even without modern scientific tools, early humans noticed that their senses could be deceived. Optical illusions, dreams, hallucinations, reflections, and mirages were all natural experiences that challenged the idea that what we see is always true. A person dreaming could experience entire worlds, emotions, and events that felt completely real until they woke up. This simple yet powerful experience led many early thinkers to question how they could be certain they were not dreaming, even while awake. Ancient philosophers observed that perception changes depending on conditions: light, distance, emotion, and perspective all influence how reality appears. These observations naturally led to the idea that what humans perceive might only be a partial or distorted version of something deeper. Without modern neuroscience, they still recognized a key insight: the mind does not passively record reality, but actively interprets it. This realization formed the foundation of many ancient theories, suggesting that the physical world might not be as solid or trustworthy as it appears. In this sense, the idea of reality as an illusion was not just mystical speculation, but also an early form of psychological and philosophical reasoning based on everyday experience. 3. Plato's cave and the shadow of reality. One of the most famous ancient metaphors about illusion and reality comes from the Greek philosopher Plato, particularly his allegory of the cave. In this story, prisoners are chained inside a dark cave, facing a wall where shadows are projected by objects behind them. These shadows are the only reality the prisoners have ever known. Because they have never seen the outside world, they believe the shadows are real objects. Plato used this metaphor to suggest that human beings might be in a similar situation, mistaking sensory experience for ultimate truth. According to his philosophy, the physical world we perceive is only a shadow of a higher, more perfect reality, known as the forms. In this deeper reality, true concepts like beauty, justice, and truth exist in their purest form, while the physical world is only an imperfect reflection. Plato's idea was not that the world is literally fake, but that it is incomplete and misleading if taken as the ultimate level of reality. His work shows that even in ancient Greece, thinkers were deeply concerned with the difference between appearance and truth. The allegory of the cave remains one of the most powerful philosophical illustrations of how humans can be trapped in limited perception, mistaking partial information for complete understanding. 4. Dreams, consciousness, and early doubts about reality. Another major reason ancient civilizations questioned the nature of reality was the experience of dreams. Dreams provided a powerful example of how the mind can create entire worlds that feel real but disappear upon waking. Ancient thinkers across cultures noticed that during dreams, people could see places, interact with others, and experience emotions with the same intensity as waking life. Yet upon awakening, these experiences were revealed to be internally randomly generated. This led to a profound philosophical question. How can we be certain that waking life is not also a form of dream? This dream argument appears in various forms throughout ancient philosophy, including in Chinese Taoist thought and later in Western philosophy as well. The boundary between waking and dreaming seemed unstable, suggesting that perception alone could not guarantee truth. Without modern neuroscience, ancient thinkers had no explanation for how the brain constructs dreams, but they clearly recognized the implications. If one level of experience can be entirely illusory, yet indistinguishable from reality while it is happening, then the reliability of all experience becomes questionable. This insight contributed significantly to the ancient belief that reality may not be what it appears to be. 5. Mysticism, religion, and hidden realities. Many ancient civilizations incorporated ideas of hidden or higher realities into their religious and spiritual systems. In ancient Egypt, for example, life after death and the journey of the soul were central beliefs, suggesting that physical existence was only one stage of a larger cosmic process. Similarly, in ancient Chinese philosophy, particularly Taoism, reality was understood as something flowing and ever-changing, where appearances could not be trusted as permanent truth. Many shamanistic traditions across different cultures also described altered states of consciousness in which individuals experienced different layers of reality through dreams, meditation, or ritual practices. These experiences often reinforced the idea that ordinary waking perception is limited. Religious and mystical systems frequently distinguished between the seen world and the unseen world, suggesting that deeper truths existed beyond physical senses. While interpretations varied widely, the common theme was that reality is not limited to what humans directly perceive. Instead, there is often a hidden dimension of existence that requires spiritual insight, inner transformation, or higher knowledge to understand. 6. Maya and the illusion in ancient Indian philosophy. In ancient Indian philosophy, particularly within Hinduism, Buddhism, and Vedanta traditions, the concept of Maya plays a central role in explaining reality as illusion. Maya refers to the idea that the world we experience is not ultimate reality, but a constructed appearance that hides the true nature of existence. In the end, the belief that reality might be an illusion was not merely a strange idea held by ancient civilizations. It was a profound attempt to understand the true nature of existence. Across different cultures and eras, philosophers, mystics, and scholars reached a surprisingly similar conclusion that the world perceived through our senses may not reveal the whole truth. They argued that beneath the changing appearances of everyday life lies a deeper reality that can only be understood through wisdom, reflection, and self-discovery. While modern science approaches these questions from a different perspective, the mystery remains as compelling today as it was thousands of years ago. Perhaps the enduring power of this idea lies in its ability to challenge our assumptions and encourage us to look beyond what seems obvious. Whether reality is ultimately an illusion or not, the search for what is truly real continues to be one of humanity's greatest and most fascinating journeys. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.